formation lap underway. And Ogwin will lead us into the formation lap, and I also do believe he's going to lead us into turn 1, but can Corey challenge him? A lot of fights, a lot of stuff happening here in the Mckeon division. And everyone, if you just joined, welcome to the stream, welcome to the main division here in SLR. We have Ogwin leading, going to be starting into turn 1 with the medium compound tires, and Corey second place, Crispy will be third, ahead of Jitso, who is in fourth place. Well, anyways, the formation lap is almost, it is underway. The drivers are just warming up their tires. Let's just get ready, because a lot of drivers in the bottom 10 have decided to opt for the hard compound of tire and do something different compared to the top 9, which is expected. They can't just go with the same strategy as everyone else. They're trying something different, and let's see if it's gonna work for them.
Yeah, just noticed the clouds do look a bit grey. There is a bit of grey in there, so maybe these hard runners are trying to just. So the fronts, they have something to lose here, but people in the from roller below, most of them are using hard. So maybe there's a bit of rain on the way towards the end, so they just want to get used to hards, just get to the rain as soon as possible, keep it clean until then. So yeah, if there is rain, then it's going to be really interesting. Crowding, I've just noticed, he spun on his formation lap. And speaking of someone who spun, that's Sem, who is backwards and about to start that, just not the ball out of the way. But yeah, everyone lining up now. They're getting purple. Ogwin didn't. Ogwin has had a bad pit and he is quite far back, so he disqualified himself.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot for a second that everyone sets their position manually. Well, anyways, let's just stop with the talking, and you know what? Let's do some more talking. As Ogwin and Corey will fight into turn 1. The 5 lights are on, and the Spanish Grand Prix is underway. Ogwin versus Corey into turn 1. Who of them have got the better start? Let's check and see. Oh, it seems like Ogwin has pulled away. That's exactly what he wants. Griffiths is making up some places here. Can we get a good camera angle? Yes, we can. Crispy is gonna get third. Mids is down to 4th. Roller. And is that Jam on the inside? Yes, it is. Jam is fighting with a non-roller. That's Jitto, and he's got the position. Jitto is going to try to go for the move. Mids is just defending and closing the door on everyone. It's Jitto versus Jam first, fighting for P5. The outside is his. Ogwin still leads the Grand Prix though. Oh, but he's going to get pushed off a little bit wide. Is there still space for Jam to fight there? Boy now with the British driver in the Ferrari, and it seems like Jitto has gotten 5th place, and he's going to stay there for now. Is there still a fight? Is there still something to do here in this first lap, as they're really close to each other? He has a little bit of a look. Oh, is that the Alfa Romeo in the background of driver? Also trying to fight. But it seems like, at least as of lap 1, everyone has gotten through and stayed. No one was involved in any incidents, thankfully.
It was a pretty quiet lap. Well, not quiet. It was a pretty clean lap 1. Everyone managed to keep it clean as far as I can see. Yeah. Few driver spots. Roller on the highest hard runner stayed in 10th. Most of the hard runners, that's from British, I think, made a few positions.
Well, I'm looking at the position changes, and if you can check that too, Jack. I've never seen this. Only 2 position changes happening at all, and is that Stan?
Has spun. I didn't quite
spin.
That. May have just had a little bit too much throttle into turn 3, trying to take it back. Some setups can do that. Some setups, they just can catch you out quite a bit. If the tyres are too hot even, and if they're drained, or maybe just not got enough rear wing, it could just catch you out, and yeah, get a snap. And yeah, that's why you got to be a bit
Indeed.
careful. But yeah, looking up again, it does look grey, so there could be a bit of rain in the way, which the division is not started. I know Australia was very wet this weekend, so yeah, it'll be an interesting finish if that is the case. I didn't manage to last anyone, but yeah.
Oh yes, the medium runners have all gotten through those first few laps. Now, for those who don't know, now you know DRS is activated here in lap 3, which means those drivers who are within 1 second of the car in front will definitely suffer. As you can gain quite a bit of time through the main straight and the back straight, which is going to be nice to see. Ogwin and Midzi first and fourth here. The Aston Martins have started off nicely and they can build up from here. And I wonder if they're going to help each other to, or maybe do something here in this Grand Prix. As the Grand Prix, as you can see on the screen, is still underway. Drivers now starting to form up a DRS train. Roll is still in 10th in the hard compound tires, the leader with 76 points. Is just playing it cool, playing it nice, and doing quite a nice job here. And let's see, Jam started still sixth in the medium tires, so we don't have too many position changes. But yet another fastest lap for the car in front, and it doesn't seem like Ogwin is only satisfied with getting pole position. He's pulling away from Corey.
Yeah, and also Corey's pulled away from Crispy, so Midzi has got more ERS and is going to have the DRS to in front of the driver in front of him of Crispy. It's from P6 from P5 downwards. It is a DRS train from the whole race until Stan, who has got decent bit of combat right behind him, who may have made a mistake, but I don't think so. He might have just been overtaken because this DRS train has just invited Stan right back into the race after his win on lap 3. But yeah, didn't want to be on board. Actually, no, Mitzi has caught back up to. Well, no, Jito is back in Mitzi's DRS, so from P3 downwards, it is just a massive train unless Crispy can get into Corey's DRS. He's only a 10th off of, but for this lap, that's not the case. So, just see what Mitzi can do with 20% more ERS than Crispy. So, and he's also got the DRS, but he's not using ERS, so I think he's just going to be sensible with it. But just up behind him is only on 14%. And behind him, the Jam 65, 46 for F1 driver, 90 for Bezos, 85 around that for Corner, and 35 for Rachel, which is top ends ERS. But Corey on 30% and Ogwin was only 19, so he's clearly burnt to get away from that DRS, which is smart, but might have benefited.
Indeed, I'm seeing Crispy as he goes for that super right-hander. He takes a really tight line from there. I believe that's turn 6, if I'm not wrong. He's doing good. And the problem with Crispy right now is his current pace is not quite good enough to get inside the 1 second window and get himself DRS, which is inviting Midzi to a fight here. Midzi and Crispy, who at one point, years ago, used to be teammates for Avatar, now fighting here. And Midzi does has 43 in the championship. Crispy has 45. The gap between them is not much, but Midzi is closing.
Yeah, I've just had a look as well. There is only 2 people in the top 10 with warnings, and that is Turner and Race Roller P9 and 10. They picked up a warning. Roller was on lap 1, I think, and pretty sure Turner's was lap 2 or 3. Just checked a minute ago whilst you were talking. But yeah, Dylan has just overtaken Crowding that was on the straight. And yeah, Middy's still just sticking with Crispy, which he's driving really well. He's just staying with him, not trying to overtake him and then get re-overtaken. If the move's there, he'll take it. If he doesn't have to use too much DRS, which I don't think he wants to do. So yeah, just close with this DRS straight here. Not burning, as I don't think he really needs to. And also, Corey is back in the DRS.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it seems like Midzi has made a mistake. Because, well, he's lost a lot of time. It's either that or Jito is doing a fantastic job there all over the back of Midzi. Jam is joining as well. So behind Midzi, and if he loses the DRS, which is not optimal for the Aston Martin,
Yeah,
which he
DRS
has.
done.
Crispy, that's perfect for Crispy. That's terrible for Midzi, who will be under pressure from the car behind. Going into the first turn, we only have 33 laps here in this race. It's not a long Grand Prix, but he still has time to maybe try to get back on Crispy. It's a fight for pace here. And Jito is just sitting behind Midzi there, trying to stay, maybe staying behind and just using Midzi as a way of just saving battery. Maybe that's the best thing to do, who knows?
Yeah, also Corey gaining on Ogwen definitely in the last lap and a bit. He's got in the DRS and he's just shedding that time a little bit more. He's not using as much recently as much DRS recently, but they're still definitely lower compared to Crispy. Not Jam. They are two seconds clear of Crispy here, who are Midzi's back in the DRS of him. So yeah, he's had to burn about 40% of the DRS, which is not hard to get him back around here with some of the slow corners.
Midzi has the fastest lap. Oh, without DRS, without anything. He's pushing. And he wants Crispy. Midzi wants the Crispy chicken. It's just waiting there for him in third place in the Mercedes. Both of them hoping that those top two will either fight too much and lose some pace. That or crash out, which I don't even like to pronounce those words, as there's a chance of a jinx. And if that does happen, please.
Somebody has fun, that is Griffiths. There was a yellow flag, I think that was Griffiths.
Griffiths has lost a lot of positions, hasn't he?
Is that him again? That is Dylan.
Oh, Dylan. Red Bull, what's happening with them today? Oh dear, what is that coming? They're not just having the best of Grand Prix, 10th and 17th. Sad for him, he's down to 17th, but let's just go back to the fight at the top. Oh, look at that. Look how close it is between Ogwen and Corey. Corey is closing, and a guy that I did commentate with, the head of streaming here, he's an important man in Summer League racing, but it can get any more important if you're not the championship leader, the guy winning the races in the top division. I do believe that if Corey manages to conquer the elite, the Mckeon division, I do believe he's gonna conquer SLR as a whole. That's exactly what he's doing. The man is trying to do it all, and he's doing it. But the fight is at the top between himself and Ogwen. Two different drivers fighting for two different reasons, but both of them looking for the same objective.
Is that Stan who has had enough? Yes. There was a yellow flag and just blew it in. I wanted to do. That's what happened there.
Stan's struggling, isn't he? A lot of drivers spinning in the first section.
Yeah, under the grey clouds, it is starting to touch the track a little bit more, but it doesn't look like it's going to be like rain. But in last night, Div 3, the rain in the race didn't look too heavy, but it did come down, and it started to come down really unexpectedly. So with this game, you can't really tell.
Oh, Corey
a little bit grey.
Gaining time though. Gaining time. Is he gonna gain a position though? Oh, look at how close they're getting. This fight at the lead is exactly what the viewer wants. He wants to see the question of who's gonna be leading the race, who's gonna be fighting at the front. Corey and Ogwin, though, are the two main contenders. They have quite a bit of a gap between themselves and the cars behind. And if you're curious, here's the gap between them and the rest of the pack. Well, 6 seconds behind is every turn. So they're not too far behind. They can drag each other along. The safety car could change everything here in this Grand Prix. So strategies will be crucial here. And I don't believe those drivers will have to perform better in terms of strategies. With manager game. Surely they're going to just prepare themselves better for the race. But the fight is still on, and I think next lap could be it, Jack.
I don't think we caught it by the way. It's managed to overtake Roller, so the top 10 all the mediums, then it's back to P15 who are on the hard runners, then Dylan and Stanley and V-Twix on that in between them. But yeah, on that, not Corey, just a little bit behind. He's using the rest of pushing to make the move this lap. Getting a little bit closer like he did last time. But then hopefully I'll get up and the chicane maybe this lap to get his move done. Because we're a third into the race now, so the pit stops will be coming in, and the pits will be it should be, he probably should be pitting in the next 6-7 laps. If I was to predict what lap that would be.
Maybe the pit window will be hold on a second. Jam's tires, at least from what he shows to me, he's on the mediums, right? And his tires are on average 39%.
It's definitely not bad then. But he's in the DRS thing, so he's not going to be pushing too heavy. So if you were to check like Corey, definitely Ogren, he's actually pushing quite a bit. That's pretty evident with his he's quite a lot of DRS, so he's clearly pushed a bit more. But Corey's a lot closer, so if he gets the exit, this could be his lap.
I don't even think Corey wants to go for the move, Jack. I think what he wants to
do. He uses the ERs a little bit, but he's turned off straight away.
Oh, he's trying, but he's not close enough. But maybe he's just, again, using Ogwin to just pull away from everyone else. And as we get to the second half of the race, then we start seeing those wheels coming off, and they start going for moves and all that stuff that you like to see in your screen, dear viewer. In some of the racing, like 12 out of 33, everyone, oh, look at that. We'll win a little bit wide, using the curbs a lot here, trying to pull away Crispy and Midzi. Midzi does have the fastest lap overall. As we continue. Let's check this. I'm sure you want to know this. Here we go, 11 laps on all of those tires. Of course, we know that. But the hards, should they be able to do something? The drivers that started on the hards, or is it just not the best strategy?
Sorry, what was that?
I mean, the hard runners, was that really like the wrong strategy by a mile? Is that just not any chance of them just fighting back?
Yeah,
seems like everyone else is just too far behind.
Jitter's pit.
Jitto is pitting.
He's the first to, so is Turner. They might be just going for undercut to maybe get a little bit ahead in that train that is definitely there. Jib Jab and Elite Risk are, Elite's making a move on Jib Jab. He's done it quite nicely. And it's just a swap of positions between them two. So it'll be quite interesting to see what Jitto and Turner, how they'll be if they just manage to.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, Jack, Ogwin and Corey, those two. Well, Corey might be wanting to go for the move in the next few laps, as medium tires might be just dropping off a little bit. And
might want to pick this lap. Corey, if Ogwin doesn't want to get undercut, or if he wants to look at safest.
Step to 50%.
The 50?
50 of where? So around 50% on those tires. Will any of them come into the pits? I see
They're
both of them
both
coming
like
out of the
staying
final
up.
corner.
I think he's
That's the
just
fastest lap
maybe trying to play the long game.
on all mediums. What a legend.
Yeah, I think Corey does want to play the long game, but he's closer than ever into turn 3 here. And I think Bezos and F1 driver are just play positions. But yeah, only 2 and a bit tenths. Corey's still setting green laps. He's a 10th Alpine Sector 1 on his previous fastest lap. So he's
There's still
not.
there's still life those mediums.
He doesn't need to push though, unless he's like getting. Unless he breaks it and opening managed to break. He doesn't need to push. He just needs to stay in the DRS. Keep it. There's still 2/3 of this race to go. We're just under that, so he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to, reach sort of the DRS. Maybe the pit stops will have a big part depending on who hits first. But I'm sure Corey would just want to follow that follow Ogwen in if he decides to hit or stay out, which they don't decide to do, but Corey does pit.
Oh, here we go then, Corey. I was about to say how close he was, and
Crispy also pits. Yeah, because there's F1 driver, they've all started to pit. I think this is the optimal time for them to have done so, but there's an F1 driver have both been held up by that was Crispy, who was coming out of his pit box. Yeah, Corey comes out, Elite's overtaking him just on track position. So these hard runners are ahead. Race Roller in 4th. He managed to. I think then Haas have definitely kicked in because he's at 4th ahead of Sen. We didn't quite catch when that did happen. But yeah, they've traded positions once again. Them two have been at each other's rear for the whole race through. But yeah, Midty and Ogween in P1 and P2 is Aston Martin, but Ogween's definitely rinsing. He wants to hit this lap. He's below 10% ERS. So he should be next to this lap. I'm surprised Corey didn't do that, but if you look, he's on 80% ERS. And he's not rinsing, but he's burning out of the corners, which
Griffiths has retired from the session.
Corey. He's caught Corey.
Oh, the safety car has come out. Oh, Ogwen Midzi. Oh, they are the luckiest people on earth. The safety car has come out as Griffiths is now out of the race. And Jib Jab drive through penalty.
Yeah, there's usually a delta glitch in this game. They all have to go so slow, but yeah, crowding is just overtaking Jib Jab in pit lane.
What a double stack by Aston Martin. Although, they're gonna be 1-2 here. Oh, Aston Martins. That's luckiness. Well, that is the definition of a lucky team. And I did say before how I was rooting for the Aston Martins. Well, I am smiling right now. Jam is gonna get 3rd. Corey, who's fighting for the lead of the Grand Prix, is now in 4th.
Yeah, that's really bad timing from Corey. That's Ogden's race a little bit, being under pressure from Corey. It really looked like without these safety cars that was going to happen. But yeah, the hard runners are going to have to commit to doing about 16 push laps on these mediums, so which is what you would normally do on the if you were just doing it normally like medium hard. Would be about 15 maybe more likely than the push, but yeah. So they're just going to a little bit warm at the end. If they don't push, it'll be around 50-60% when the race finishes. So they'll drop at the end, and that's when the halves will come to life. The race car and sends them together. So them two, that'll be a good comparison. Racewater, by the way, could have a bit of fun on the mediums. He's the highest medium runner. So he can maybe get past 15 if he wants to do that quickly on the fresher tyres, fresher and softer tyres than hard. Yeah, the clouds don't seem to be getting any more grey. I think it's going to stay dry to the end. But it would be a bit interesting to see what does happen on rollers mediums.
It does seem like a nice and dry day here in Catalonia, but I just can't get enough of Aston Martin's brilliant timing. Literally, it could have not. Safety car could have not went out at a later stage. Maybe Griffiths is doing a crash gate here for Aston Martin. Well, after what happened today with Yuki Tsunoda in AlphaTauri, all we can do is speculate everything. As honestly, I think it's just silly to believe that's the case in F1. But Griffiths, maybe he just retired one lap. An interesting lap.
Dylan is changing his front wing.
Sorry.
So Dylan is changing his front wing, so he must have had damage somewhere, and he's just fixed the hards. They are up old hards, so I think he's got a bit of catching up to do for the safety car, which will be in probably next lap, I think it.
Let me ask you something, Jack, as we are talking about this, and before the safety car comes in, as we could see, the medium runners were a lot quicker than the hards. I mean, naturally, that's going to be the case. But can Race Roller, who's in 7th place in the Red Bull, can he maybe charge up through the field? And Corey, what's happening with Corey? Don't tell me that Corey has done the impossible. Oh, he did. Corey spins behind the safety car, and
they're all giving the positions back to him.
Is the game even going to allow it though? Apparently
it is. The game has given Roller, Sam, and I think Turner I think he just went a bit sideways, which didn't bring out the yellow flags because obviously the whole track is under yellow flags now. So I think they just had to. The Jib Jab has hit, and he's going to have a drive through, and he's going to be nearly come last. Yeah, he's retired in the pits.
That's it for Jib Jab or Dylan. The game is just waiting for Dylan to come back into the pack.
Yo, hello. Hello.
Oh my goodness, what's going
on? Yeah, you've got your partner joinable.
Hello. Can I just ask what is the method?
Real quick.
Hello.
Midzi has had enough, and he's just crashed into her.
Well, we're back.
Yeah, but
I have no idea who that guy is.
Midzi's had enough. Midzi has had enough, and Jam is ahead of him.
Oh dear. What happened?
Midzi.
What happened with Midzi? What's he doing?
He had enough, and he crashed into a. Just trying to figure out if he has any damage or not. He doesn't. He went really wide, hit one of the polystyrene bars, I think one of the braking boards. So these people, because most of these use no assist, so that might be a little bit frustrating for some of them. But yeah, Jan is now ahead of him. Who is going to just be at the back of Ogwin. He's got some work to do.
Ogwin will lead us
into.
He's
one position on his off from Jitto. So he did lose a position, but it's not like it was a lot. So yeah, it's just Race Roller's going to have a. He's going to be interesting.
Look at Jan behind Ogwin.
Where's he going to go?
Look at the restart. Oh, that's perfectly timed by Midzi, who's going to cut him through and get second place.
No, that's an illegal overtake. He got the illegal overtake.
Is it illegal? Yeah, and Jam goes around the outside. Oh, for second place. Apparently it's not illegal because he's still fighting. And now around the outside for turn 3, he's going to get second place. Oh, the champion is gonna get second, and Mids is now down. The current champion is down to third place. Ogwin manages to do a perfect restart
Crispy
as
goes wide,
Crispy
doesn't
goes a
find
little bit
Jitto in.
wide. Jitto has the inside
Turner and
line,
Sen
now the
battling.
outside line,
Race
trying to
following
get fourth place
Corey.
there. Nice defensive maneuver there by the Mercedes driver. As you look further behind, Roll is still 7th place, but they're still fighting here down for P10 and 9. That's not Stan, that is Sem fighting here against Crowley. Look how close he is to the cars in front. As we do still see
He's
a
not
fight
managed
race.
to warm his tyres up.
Sorry?
He's not managed to warm his tyres up well because he was behind Race Roller and he's lost the position to Turner, and now Crowding is driving down his inside.
Look at that move!
The two Alfa Romeos.
Roll the outside roller. Oh, he's gonna make contact with him, and he's gonna lose another position as a result of that. He's going for moves. Right, left, and center. Roller could not get past Corey. Nice defense by Corey. Was that too defensive, I wonder? As we continue here in the Grand Prix, but drivers are starting to go for moves, Jack. This is exactly what we wanted to see.
Yeah, they're really deep in position. A lot of them are probably below 50% ERS in one lap. Dylan's pitting. That might be to retire. No, it's not. I think he picked up a bit of wing. No, he didn't. He's just pitting for the softs. No, he has retired in the pits. Never mind.
That's it for him then. He's out of the race, but up there on top is Ogwin, leading the way ahead of SLR Jam in 2nd place still. With him, the leader is not pulling away, which is showing Jam space so far. He's doing good. He's doing nice. As Midzi is behind him there. It's a 1-3 for Aston Martin as of now. Crispy right behind Jitto. And is that driver? Oh, is that an accident?
Turner.
An incident. W. Turner. And I believe driver was involved in an incident as well.
Quite a bit of pace there.
I could be wrong though. But W. Turner, both the Alpines involved in an incident here. Or at least 14th and 15th. Which is not ideal. We continue the lap. That's his lap for the leader. Dylan Fowler leaves the section. Well, anyways, Jam is not. Jam's space compared to Oakland is starting to become an issue here, as we see the last lap. Yes, the last lap was 119.9 for Ogwin and 120.0 for SLR Jam. The gap is not big, but little by little, 10th by 10th, Ogwin is going to try to pull away from the 1 second gap and try to just pull away forever until he sees the checker flag and wins the race. But can he though? He's done exactly what he had to. Got pole position, maintained his lead. Still has a few laps to go. It's not much, but it's there's still time for Jam to do something.
Yeah, it's a really unlucky situation with Corey. It seemed like the lead was almost inevitable for him. We pit, the lap that Ogden was supposed to pit, the safety car came out, which gave him Midsley, Jam, Crispy, and Jitto a free pit stop, which really yeah, it almost seemed like the win was in the bag for him. You know, the safety car isn't as also Turner just running the pits. Yeah, that's just in the pit lane.
Nice that he wasn't on track, but a shame for both the Alpines. One is retired from the section, the other one is sitting down in 14th place. Griffiths now leaves the section. We continue with the race. Oh yes, he does have DRS, so that's going to help him out in this situation. He needs a DRS, so just stay with Ogwin if he wants to fight for the win of the race. He's won the last week's Grand Prix, and SLR Sem
has gone. He's just taken the exit road off. Can't remember what it's called. Just to avoid going into the walls. He must have had a snap of oversteer to keep out of the gravel and the wall.
Well, that's what you
especially
get
he's
when
had to
you
take the other road.
inform the drivers to use the correct numbers and you don't. Karma, ladies and gentlemen. As we consider here the fight at the top, Ogwin is the leader of this train. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen, from Ogwin all the way down to Blue. So everyone really. Is there anyone who's not in the DRS train? I think that's just driver. In 10th place.
Yeah, with 10 laps to go now, Ogween is just getting a little bit closer to the winner. He's maintained every lap this whole race. He's not, so that's pole, win, and it's not going to be the fastest lap because Race Roller has got that in a minute. In the mediums, which is not that much of a shock. But he's just getting a bit closer. But Jam's not getting away here with more ERS, and it seems like he has quite a bit of pace, especially base pace. And if I'm not mistaken, he won last week. Is Jam?
Last week's winner is sitting in second place here at the moment.
Yeah.
He's looking to fight.
Elite.
Another win. Elite. What has happened with Alfa Romeo? Is he just...
He's had a spin at the final corner. I sadly did that twice on Friday.
Well, as you can
But
see
he's getting back at the stand.
10 laps to go into the Grand Prix. Stan is just losing a position to Elite. Or he's not in the points and he's going to stay out. Well, hope for maybe a late safety car or something in this race to help him out. Get inside the points. His teammate, 9th place, is a driver trying to defend from Bezos. Let's just look at them a little bit. See what they're doing. They're up to Driver and Bezos, 9th and 10th. The DRS is helping Bezos out to stay within Combat in 11th place. One driver that is just really took the unfortunate route here in the situation is just Corey. He was fighting for the lead, now he's just sitting there in 6th place. It's a shame to see, isn't it?
Sorry?
About Corey fighting for the lead, fighting for the top set on the podium. Well, not anymore, at least as of now.
Yeah, he should be having a look at Jitter here. He's on less than 10% ERS, his red light is flashing. He's on 0% with Corey on 24. Jitter really doesn't want to let Corey pass. He's not going to have much ERS. He's going to have to really conserve for the next few laps. If he even wants more than 20% probably. Yeah, it's really unlucky for Corey. It really did seem like the win was coming his way until the safety car, until the pit stops.
Yeah,
it's
will get himself ahead of the lead in the championship standings. He's currently in 9th place. Howley is just in 8th place, while his rival Ogre is in 1st. So Carding is, yes, he's fighting for the championship lead as well, although he's been quite shy here in today's Grand Prix. He started 12th. Oh, at least he is into the points. That hasn't been a bit of a moment over there. But again, now the US train is very much on, and we're just looking at those drivers and just waiting, I think, for Jam. Jam is just waiting for the best opportunity, waiting for the best time to go for it. And
Stan rotating the lead. Yeah, only 8. No, that's 7 laps left, I believe. And yeah, so I think these next few laps, or maybe even about, well, in the next few laps, it'll show who really wants it, how much ERS they'll push, and how willing they are to take more of a risk than the other. Let's not count on Mitzi here. proven race winner, not just this track, but in SLR in general. Um, yeah, Crispy, definitely the same. Because yeah, just so has managed to get the DRS back, but Corey's not on that much, not that better than him. But yeah, Jam's pulled back a little bit. Only 6 tenths, I believe it was about 4 a minute ago. But he's coming back, not using his ERS too much, but he's getting closer. But he's decided
As
against it
close
flat.
as you can get, to be honest, Jack. Jack and Ogwin. Ogwin is really fighting. Let's just take a look at this again. The final, the last lap. Ogwin is always pulling away in the final sector. Jam can get the help of the DRS in the first, then middle. But the final sector, which is purely a traction fight, that's where Ogwin just finds the pace and the low traction zones. So that's what Jam needs to try and combat. But Jam, what a driver! Look at what he's doing. He's has 34 points in the championship standings. The Ferrari in second place. He's a multi-time elite division or top division of Summer League Racing champion. So he has the champion mentality. He has the leader mentality. And that's like Jam has a little bit of a moment controlling the traction of the car.
He's using his ERS.
One more lap.
I think he wants it this lap. But I think yeah, he's gonna turn it off now but Ogwin's still using it. Yeah, they both use quite a lot of ERS. I think Jan just wanted to use a bit just to make up for that little moment that he has coming out of the final corner. But he seems to not have the pace definitely. But Ogwin, he's not had a comfortable lap. Unless behind the safety car, he's not had a comfortable lap this whole race. He's had Corey behind him for the first about 16th place, and now he's had Jam ever since that safety car. That little off from his teammate really didn't help him. He could have just cruised away there, maybe even given one digit if they just both played the DRS game with each other. I'm just gonna have a look now. None of them have warnings. Well, Ogwin doesn't. Jam has one warning. Midley has none. Crispy has also got none. So the top 4, no warnings. And Jam pumping in a good lap here. He's only half a turn down on his final lap. And yeah, here we are again in the BR, both using it.
Here we go again. This
Ogwin's draining his.
5 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Oh, he's just coming. Jam is coming. Here comes the move that we've been waiting for the past 2 laps. Jam has the outside line. He's going to fight for the lead and get it before turn 1. A brilliant overtake. Jam, SLR Jam, takes over the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix in a move that was coming for the past few laps. And he executed absolutely perfectly. You couldn't have asked for a better job and a better way to do it. Jam leads the way with the Ferrari. Now, the pressure's on Ogwin.
He's gonna have to push away. He's got good ERS compared to Ogwin. He also drained his that lap. It's gonna be a bit frustrating for him, but he's a bit lucky that the person behind him is his teammate, who will hopefully not do anything too stupid. Who maybe just put around the best points possible for if Ogwin can't get the lead. I know there's Drivers' Championships, but the joint constructors, these boys do want to, but Jam hit the curb a little bit there, but he's not lost too much time.
Oh, Mitty! He goes a little bit off wide, and that's going to be the opening that Crispy wants. Oh, the moment coming out of the final corner. That's the worst place to have a moment. Jito is right behind him there. He could go for a move, but Crispy is just going to say thank you very much in capital letters, as he is now into 3rd place, and he is now into the fight. Oh, look at that. We have 4 drivers actively fighting for the lead. We can't even count Jito out. Everyone is fighting.
F1 driver and Bez is going side by side through turn 1 and 2, but this F1 driver comes out ahead. I think stayed ahead. Yeah, that's really not good for Ogden's situation. Not much ERA. He does have pace, but it's not his teammate behind him. So as I was saying, I think I did a little jinx the Aston Martin, but Crispy has a little snap, which invites Mitzi back in.
Oh, this fight between those two is getting heated.
They're
Mids is
both
gonna
drain
go
here.
for it surely. He has the champion
He's gonna dive,
mentality,
he's not
but
gonna dive.
he's a little bit smarter than I am. He's gonna wait for it. And not this lap. We don't have too many left though. They have to start going for moves. Otherwise, they'll be missing out on some big points. Is the risk worth it? Well, Ogwin is gonna have another shot now.
Yeah, he's not below 10% ERS. This is the most he's had for a 30 lap. Also, Sam has pitted. I think he's going for the fastest lap. Bruce is not on his fastest lap. But these boys in the front barely get any ERS at any of them. Most of them have got is minted to 40. Everyone else is below 20%. Jam is on 19, and 11 for Ogden, and about 18 for Crispy. So this is Mitzi seemingly quite well with his ERS conservation. Just, doesn't want to drain too much. Maybe waiting for the final laps. On 40, I might. No, I don't know if the ERS glitch in qualifying. Might be. No, I don't.
Anyway, I'm going on board now with Ogwin, and he is under 15% of energy stored in his car, which is a big problem. As you see, sending fastest lap, taking it away from Jam. So Jam is not going to get full points here.
I'm pretty sure it was Race Brawler who had it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was rolling. It's true. But the overtake mode is activated. He's going for it now. He's using everything that he has. Is he gonna get it though? Oh, he might just be too far behind. And yeah, Jam is gonna stay in first place.
Both the same ERS, so who's that? Race Roller has had enough. I believe that was Race Roller anyway, but I don't know.
Indeed. We only have 1 lap and a half, Jack. So the lead that Jam has, if Ogwin wants to fight, he needs to go for it as soon as he can. And those last moments are crucial if they want to get at least inside the top 3. No one wants to go for a bit of a spin. Everyone needs to keep calm. Let's just take a look at this real quick. So it's 45% worn on the left tire of Ogwin. He's doing nice with the tire management, but it seems like Jam is doing better. Anything that you can do, I can do better, says Jam, but it's now the final time that they will go through the main straight before they get to the final lap. The final lap, ladies and gentlemen, is underway.
They're on exactly the same ERS.
Here comes Ogwin though. Oh, he's close. Oh, but not close enough. He just thought of it for a second, but he's just gonna stay.
Stan has spun.
Who spun?
Stan.
Oh, Stan. Stan spun.
Yeah.
Funny. Jan now. Still defending. Stan, or the Alpine team is not going to be happy with today's result. But the Aston Martins will, though. The best way to celebrate it with Aston Martins will be with a win. Is it going to be the case, though? Here we go. Can he do it? 5/10 of a second is the gap. He's going to try to use the DRS, but don't count Crispy out. Here we go, the final real overtaking opportunity. And it might be done. Unless they make a big mistake. This could very much be it. SLR Jam now as we go through the final few turns. Start at 6th place. He's won the Grand Prix last season. And with only 3 quarters to go, no mistakes allowed. He's done everything he had to, and as he crosses the line now, he will be the first one to see the checkered flag and win the Grand Prix. Oh, am I right? He's won it, surely. That's it, Grand Prix over, isn't it?
Jam's won it, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, for one second I thought it was a glitch. Oh, thank goodness. Jam wins the race, and now the Ferrari can celebrate its Tifosi in the Mckeon division, or on the top step of the podium. Not in real life though. But as you can see, Ogwin there, second place. He's got pole position, but that was not enough. And he's gonna finish second place. Crispy though started third. Dropped down a little bit, but is on the podium. That is what matters for him. That's our top three, and SLR Jam wins for the second week in a row. Brilliant performance, absolutely fantastic. Yes, he was a little bit lucky with the safety car, but he has managed to keep both the Aston Martins at bay for the second half of the race. So Jam wins, and that is going to be really important for him. Roller finishes 8th, the championship lead.
Yeah,
The lead has gone down.
that's quite good because he's won 3 races this season, I think. Because he's definitely won Australia. I commentated on that. You say you won Miami, and he's won this one. And he's not been mentioned like in championship wise. I've not had a look at the standings, but surely he's gonna be up there by quite a bit more.
Indeed. All we can say really, Jack, is that consistency is key, and doesn't matter how many wins you have if you're not consistent with it. You're not really fighting at the top. But Jam's win is gonna really help him out here. He's 35 points. He jumps now without the factors to go to 60 points. Which he closes the gap on Roller. That's a tough weekend for Roller, isn't it? Just grabbing a few points, hitting your rivals, grabbing the big ones.
Yeah, it's frustrating for him. Frustrating for a lot of these drivers, other than say Jam, the safe car, but he's definitely not slow. Managed to overtake Ogden. Crispy, I've done most of the race. Ogden definitely he's not had one lap that he's able to breathe.
Indeed. Could you please invite them to the party, Jack?
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna have a little interview with the top 3 and see and hear their thoughts about that Grand Prix. That was filled with a lot of suspense, but in the end, a lot of excitement and a really enjoyable Grand Prix to watch. With that being said, welcome to the meeting. And please let me know when they're all in the party so we can just start.
Yeah, the winner. Do you want me to do are we Crispy and Ogween? You can take the winner.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right. Well, yeah, Crispy. So a pretty good, really good race. Managed to keep the pace the whole 33 laps. Do you want to just talk us through that's finish, if you will?
Yeah, that was one sweaty race, to be honest. I think mine's killing me after one, but yeah, overall I'm quite I'm happy with the result. I felt obviously it was just Corey and Ogwin broke away on the first stint, like I kind of expected them to do, to be honest. They're ridiculously quick around these tracks, and I knew it was going to be hard to keep with them. But you know, I still managed to have pretty good pace myself throughout the race, and then the safety car happened. I was actually going to stay out one lap longer than originally planned, but oh well, obviously, yeah, that safety car was a little bit annoying. Obviously got gifted a position maybe in the end with Corey having a little spin under the safety car, but yeah, after that it was just kind of one massive DRS train again, really. It was, you know, difficult to overtake, and probably was looking like P4 in the end, but then I think like that sort of like 29, something like that, Mitzi then made a mistake as well coming onto the start finish. Managed to capitalise on it, and then yeah, that was pretty much it really. I wasn't going to get past Ogween or Jam really, so Yeah, overall, I'm happy with the result. I say I've had a bit of a I've had a bit of poor form recently in the past 3 races, so yeah, to bring it back with a podium, I'm happy with.
Yeah, it's refreshing to get back up here. But yeah, moving on to Ogwin, you you didn't really seem to have much time to breathe at all in this race. The first like 15 laps, you had Owen, not Owen, you had Corey pushing you around the track, and after the safety car, you seem to have a lead with your teammate behind you, but I'm not quite sure what happened, and down to Jam was behind you. So yeah, can you just look at your race, please?
Yeah, I mean, Collie was alright. I wasn't expecting to get pole with Corey in the lobby, but I did. The start was pretty good. The first like 5, 6 laps, I pulled out of Corey's DRS, but I just kept making little mistakes where I was losing a couple temps, and then he got back in. But I felt like I could keep him behind, which I did because my wings were quite a lot lower than his. So he'd get in the corners, but then I'd just pull him on the straight. But yeah, when the safety car came out, I had Mitzi behind. I think he just had a little half spin onto the grass, so Jam got past him, which was a little annoying because I felt more comfortable with my teammate behind me, but it's alright. And then yeah, Jam was rapid on the hards. He's probably faster, which is why he got past. But I'm happy with P2. A bit disappointed I didn't get a win, but I can't complain too much.
Yeah, it seemed like you had the pace all from quali to the end of the race. It's yeah, just a bit unlucky that things didn't quite go your way with the teammate situation. But yeah, well done nevertheless.
Cheers.
Matt?
Well, I believe now we move on to the Grand Prix winner, Mr. SLR Jan. Just confirm he's on a party, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's perfect. So Jam. Well, that is what I call a mixture of luckiness and pace. Got P6 in qualify, which is well inside the top 10. It's decent. And correct me if I'm wrong. You won last week, haven't you?
Pardon?
Have you won the last week's Grand Prix?
I won in Australia.
Oh, well, you've won in Australia. You've won here, and that not only catapults you into a higher position in the standings, seeing that other drivers couldn't finish in a great position. Are we starting to see the old Jam Ham coming back to life here in your first season back in the Mckeon division?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think it looks like it. Yeah, I was pretty shocked to end up winning, but gotta say I was yeah really happy with things. Quali made a little mistake at the end, which I think probably lost me out on P3. I was happy starting P6. I thought there was a good chance of getting potentially a podium if luck went my way in the race, and yeah, thankfully it did. Struggled for grip a bit at the start on the mediums, and then yeah, obviously that safety car came out at a good time for me. I was playing the long game anyway. I fancied my chances of a nice overcut on a couple of guys, but then yeah, safety car came out, put on the hards. Got a bit lucky getting past Midsey. I think he spun a bit and went off, but as far as I'm aware, you're allowed to do that, so I don't think there was anything wrong with me going past him. I tried to give him the place back on the restart, but it got a little bit messy, I think, with yellow flags and all of that. But no, then just stuck behind Green, and yeah, thankfully I think I just about had the pace to pull it off. It was a bit sketchy, to be honest, at the end. My battery was running low. I was just checking behind me all the time on the straight. But yeah, second win of the season. I'm really happy with that. I wasn't expecting to be anywhere near the front at the start of the season. So it's for 2 wins in the first 6 races. I'm buzzing with that.
Yeah. Just one last thing. This is your return season to the top division. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I ask you this, I've seen that you had to take your time to get back to the, I believe, the known line that you're trying now. You had to go down a division. Now that you're back, and I believe eventually you'll get back to your original pace once you get used to the known line. Could that be maybe a message to Race Stroller that the championship could have a brand new contender?
Oh well, no, I took line off, went down, and then I've put it back on, which I think is one of the reasons why I'm up again. But I'd like to fancy my chances. I think it's going to be really close between a handful of drivers. I mean, it already is in the standings. Obviously, Roller has a nice advantage at the moment, but I think if I'd had a bit more luck in some of the other races, I could be right up there. But no, I mean, I've got 2 wins already, so I'd like to think that I can try and continue this on for the rest of the season for sure.
Well, great having you, Jam. Congratulations on your win. And,
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
No worries. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Spanish Grand Prix here in Celebrity Racing. Round 9 is all done and over. I would like to thank Jack for being here with me through this stream.
Thank you.
According to the calendar, we will go to Monaco next week, which is a track that gonna provide some crazy scenes indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here with me throughout this race, and we'll see you back next week for the Monaco Grand Prix.